Almost every part of a woman's body is sensitive, especially to the touch of the man that she loves. But there are areas that are even more sensitive. And as a man, if you're able to master how to touch your wife in these areas, I assure you, she would appreciate you and love you the more. Physical touch for us women is a thing, and that's why foreplay is so important to us. I understand that sometimes men they just want to go straight to the point because to them, I mean, it's not all parts of their body that is sensitive. I mean, you can be touching a man's ear and it's like, ah, what's that? You just want to go straight to the point and get done with the action, and that's it. But then, if you really want to enjoy lovemaking, if you really want to enjoy having sex with your wife, then you must be a man who dedicates time to foreplay. And when I say time, it doesn't mean you have to go 1 hour on a stretch. I mean, 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes can do. This period of time, she can get stimulated enough to accommodate you, to enjoy you, and you both will have a mutually satisfying experience. Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Wendyzeal. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 4 key areas where you can touch your wife. And honestly, she could sing song for you. I mean, she would melt for you, like literally. All right, let's get into it. When it comes to marriage, I've come to realize that almost every other aspect is discussed, and people tend to pay less attention to sexual intimacy and satisfaction in marriage. But I'm telling you, I kid you not, this is one of the reasons why a lot of marriages dissolve. People walk out of their marital relationship because they feel less satisfied. Okay, so it's as important as any other aspect you want to think about. In this part of the world, sometimes you hear a man say something like, what else does she want? I give her everything. I take care of her. She has her own business. The kids are well taken care of. She has help in the house. I even help her. She doesn't stress herself. Why is she bothering me? What more can she ask for? The truth of the matter is you can be a good man, but then if you're lacking in this area, your wife might still not be happy. She might still be disgruntled. Okay, and it can even lead to divorce. Because a lot of the times people overlook this area of marriage because they think that it's flimsy. The man just goes to his wife, 2 minutes, you don't come, you don't sleep, you don't go. And the woman is up all night thinking, "Na so go the day. When will I ever get this beautiful experience?" And she's looking at her husband and she's wondering, is this like prison? Is this a cage? Sometimes we women, especially in this part of the world, we have been preconditioned not to say certain things, not to complain about certain things. Let's say, for example, the man is talking about the economy downtime, the harsh realities of life, and you want to talk about orgasm, or you want to talk about how you want to feel satisfied during sex, and it's like, is that your problem? Is that the only thing you can think about? Can't you see how we're going to pay the children's school fees? All of those things. And because of that, oftentimes women are just, we're just boxed in. Some of us cannot speak up and we're suffering in silence. Okay, we're living through marriage and most of us are not even happy. Most of us are not even satisfied sexually. So with that being said, let me share with you quickly the 4 key areas where you can touch your wife beginning from today. Brother, loosen up a little bit. It's time to change the game, and it's time to make that beautiful woman of yours even more happier. In no particular order, the first spot you can touch is her lower back. When you touch a woman's lower back, like you're pulling her close to you, oftentimes she would lean on you further. She will rest her body on you because this touch signals protection, signals safety. And women, we love safety. We like to feel secured. So when you pull her close and your fingers are resting on her bum, she tends to like lean on you more and she'll feel safe and secured, and to her it's a very romantic gesture. So if you don't do that, begin to pull her close. It doesn't mean that maybe you want to have sex immediately at that time. No, but one thing with love making is that it doesn't always start in the bedroom. You can begin to turn her on even from morning. If you want to have great sex at night, you can begin to turn her on in the morning. Do some of these gestures from in the morning, and before nightfall or before whatever time it is, she's very ready for you. Now pay attention. I'm not talking about any random woman. Not be say go carry any girl for area, go dey touch her lower back, they do all that one. No, I'm talking about your wife, a woman that loves you, a woman that you share connection, deep connection with. No be just any kind agaracha lady for street. You get the point. Kissing is not just about pressing your lips against each other. It's about building anticipation, building tension, okay? Because you're trying to arouse her, and a woman's lips is very, very, very sensual. Her tongue, she's very sensitive in that area. Her face is sensitive to your touch, so you can be touching her lips, touch her neck, her earlobes. Very, very sensitive. While you're kissing her lips, you can kiss her neck as well. Her neck is also a very sensitive area in her body, and she would appreciate it. If she's not even wet for you, by the time you kiss her neck, oh my goodness, she's already becoming so wet for you. So pay attention, focus on her neck. And while you're doing all of this, please, let's also mind hygiene, because some people can be dirty. So before you start kissing someone's neck and all of that, pay attention if the person is clean. That's why I always advise that before you like have sex, maybe you've been out all day, you've been walking, you've been up everywhere, make sure you have a very good shower, like wash your body, because you're putting your mouth in these areas need to be clean. And this goes both ways. It's not just about the woman alone, you as a man too, okay? You're presenting yourself and you want to be pleased. Make sure that you're clean. Make sure that you wash your body properly. Make sure that you have fresh breath so that you can even enjoy kissing you. Her ear is so sensitive. While you're kissing her ear, you can whisper sweet words to her, tell her the things you want to do to her. Just brush your lips over her ear. That is very sensitive for a woman. You see, all these things I'm saying, it doesn't even take anything. It doesn't take anything away from you. It's an art. You need to learn it. You need to dedicate time to doing these things. As long as that woman is clean, then and you love her and she loves you, then I think the process of love making should be something that you would look forward to. So her ears are very, very sensitive, especially when you use your words. Remember, the words of a man to the ears of a woman that loves him, these are gold. They're like written in marble. So tell her the sweet things. Tell her how beautiful she is. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to do this. All of those things that that you ordinarily do to her. Just good things, though. Just whisper those things to her ear and you will just send shivers down her spine. I'm telling you. I think this is quite popular. Almost everybody knows that the woman's breast is sensitive. Yes, they are very sensitive, especially her nipple area, because there are nerve endings around that area. So it's very, very sensitive. When you touch her breast, she would feel it. When you know how to squeeze her nipple, when you know how to touch her nipple. I'm not talking about attacking the breast. No, now. Don't attack the breast, calmly, gentle. I know you guys are very hard workers, so you have energy, but gentle, careful, slowly, romantically, now. So then they rush this thing. Why your cage are actually fade yoko small, small. What I mean by that is small, small, you will get her to that point and she will be begging for you to do more. Once you get a woman to that point where she's looking at you and she's calling your name and she's saying things that she ordinarily wouldn't say, then you know that you get her. You've taken her to that cloud nine, Abi. Yeah. So it's important that you take it slowly. And to top it all, the clitoris. This is the most sensitive part of a woman's body. This is where she gets to shiver for you to vibrate. If you've never seen a woman do that before, try and touch her clitoris. And you need to know how to do it, because it's not just about touching. And most times, anyways, she would direct your hands as to how she like it. You can do the horizontal stroking or the vertical stroking, anyhow, as long as you're touching the clitoris and you're touching it right. Most times, 9 out of 10 times, a woman would orgasm. The clitoris is the most sensual and sensitive part of a woman's body. Learn how to touch it. Ask your wife, I'm sure she will tell you the same. And for the sake of emphasis, please, I'm talking about all of these in the context of marriage between a man and a woman who are legally married, okay? There is nothing stopping you from enjoying sex with your wife. It is even biblical. Yes, Song of Solomon says that let her breast satisfy you. It's there in the Bible. God has given us these organs because apart from having children, he wants us to have a very enjoyable sexual relationship with our partners. So for those of us who are too spiritual to talk about these things, oh, why are you saying these things? Oh, do you want to defile me? There is nothing like defilement here. It is natural, it is legal as long as you're married. It should be enjoyed, it shouldn't be endured. If that woman is married to you and every time she remembers to have sex with you, she's like, ah, now wow, or maybe she experiences pain and she can't even see. Like I said, some of us are preconditioned not to say anything. I'm telling you this, just take it from me, especially where I come from. Some of us can't see some things, even when we're suffering in silence. Let me give you an example of preconditioning that I'm talking about so that you can understand my point. I remember one time when I was working, okay, so my boss tried to gift me something. That thing is so huge. I've never had it all my life. But I knew that I couldn't accept that gift because it was coming with a huge string attached. And it's not something that I was ready for. Don't get me wrong, I know be sent to, but there are things that I just can't do. Okay. So I rejected the gift, and days later, I realized that my superior colleague, who was very fond of me, just became angry with me and she was acting all funny. And I was just wondering, I was confused, what's going on? What's going on? And then afterwards, after some time, she called me into her office and she just said to me, do you know that it's a sign of disrespect to reject gift from someone who is older than you and more experienced and more highly placed than you? I was just looking at that because I'm confused. You know, all of this happened then, and to me, then it was more like a culture shock for me because I had been in the north all my life. Coming to the western part of Nigeria, I felt maybe that is how they behave around here. But today, I'm telling you, with what I know now, I just know that that is preconditioning. Sometimes they precondition us to accept some things that are not acceptable. You should have the right to say no if you don't want something. Don't say yes because the man is older, because he has money, because he has connection. Oh, if I say no, it's a sign of respect. BS. It is nothing. You as a human being has a right to either say yes to anything or no. If you don't feel like it, if you don't want it, say it. That is why some of us don't have confidence. We can't speak our truth. That is why sometimes the respect that we give in this part of the world is fake. It's hypocrisy, it's eye service. Somebody in your face will be like all respectful and everything, and the moment you leave, they destroy you because they don't have the confidence to express the same sentiment they have about you in your presence. Because we don't have confidence, we have been preconditioned not to have ability to express ourselves. I'm saying this with passion if you can watch me because I have experienced it and I know that a lot of people experience this thing in one way or the other. So please, if you're a man, God has blessed you. You can provide for your wife. Your family is doing well. Also pay attention to that woman. Does she enjoy your love making? It's part of marriage. It's not just about having these beautiful children. It's also about having a mutually satisfying sexual relationship with your wife. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video is of value to you somehow. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of the good things you do. For my old subscribers, I appreciate you. I thank you for always tuning in every time I post a new video. And for those who are seeing me for the first time, make sure that you subscribe before you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you like this video, I believe you like this one on the screen. I'll see you there. Cheers.